Abel calmly sipped his tea and remarked that in the end, Zeke had won. While William clicked his tongue in disappointment, he thought about Owen Siemens, admitting he should have known what would happen the moment that fool stepped forward. Owen had been defeated by Zeke Draker without putting up any resistance. William, however, believed a blessing only holds meaning when it's given to someone truly worthy. Abel pointed out that Owen would be deeply hurt if he ever heard William speak about him that way. Abel then asked William about the ongoing situation regarding the Guardian Knight position. William explained that Kaylee Draker's side was still trying to persuade the elders. However, the situation was not yet in their favor. William already knew very well just how long Abel had been waiting for this particular moment. He assured Abel that once the Guardian Knight and Kara's matters were properly resolved, everything would soon happen exactly as he wished. Abel reluctantly accepted William's explanation and acknowledged that he understood. Suddenly, he slammed his hand hard against the table, making it clear that he was becoming increasingly frustrated. If he was forced to wait any longer, then William had better be prepared to face the consequences as well. They warmly congratulated Zeke for emerging victorious in the tournament, and proudly acknowledged him as the winner. He thanked the knights for their congratulations and admitted that he genuinely appreciated their warm welcome. Arthur admitted that he had expected Zeke to stay and enjoy the victory banquet before returning to the palace several months later. However, Zeke had no desire to spend his precious time attending such a celebration. Arthur recalled that he was the same at Zeke's age, focusing entirely on training and seeing entertainment as pointless. Zeke found it unbelievable that Arthur Draker, one of the strongest people on the entire continent, would say something like this. He then suddenly realized that the hero King Kaisir had already reached the level of a grandmaster. If he achieved such power, he could stand above everyone else. Zeke examined the object inside and realized that it was a pocket watch. The watch had been left behind with him by Laura. However, he warned Zeke that the watch itself might not reveal much about Laura. The only information they had was that it had been found on the northern continent. Zeke found it surprising that even Arthur Draker, the head of the Draker household and Laura's own husband, knew so little about his mother. After all, Laura herself had been an irregular. Hearing this, Zeke began to wonder whether Arthur would have abandoned him. Before he could dwell on what would have happened if he wasn't a pure-blood awakened one, Arthur told him one more thing. Zeke respectfully assured Arthur that he would follow his order as the head of the household. Sometime later, Zeke sat alone, carefully examining the pocket watch his mother had left behind as her final keepsake. He began wondering why his mother had chosen to leave this particular watch behind. Zeke started thinking that perhaps he had seen the same watch somewhere before. He suddenly recalled seeing this very watch in the possession of Saturn Draker. He had no idea what an authentication key was supposed to mean.